And then when it comes to existing clients, those of you who've heard me talk before will know I'm a big fan of this conversation, and it goes like this. A lot of people are worried about going back to their existing clients. You know, those legacy clients you've had for maybe 2 or 3 years, you've not increased the price, you maybe brought them in at a low rate. Well, now all of a sudden they're there and your new clients are up here. And how do you close that gap? Well, have a conversation with them along those lines. Say, look, you're currently here. If you're a new client now, you'd be here. How do you feel about closing that gap? And you're asking, how do you feel? You're not saying we're going to do this tomorrow. You're not imposing it upon them. You're asking how they feel about it. And they'll tell you how they feel. And some will say, do you know what? I've been waiting for this. You guys are brilliant. You're far too cheap. I'm happy to go to that price tomorrow. I promise you, if we all do this tomorrow, some people will say that. And at the other end of the spectrum, of course, there'll be some people who say, look, we just come out of a pandemic. If you increase your prices by a penny, I'm going to have to put this to procurement, and you'll almost certainly lose the account. Now, in that situation, you have a choice. You have a choice as to whether to keep them or whether to move them on. And the worst case scenario from that conversation is you say, do you know what? We don't want to lose you. We'll carry on working with you for the next 3 months or 6 months at these rates, and we'll review things then. That's the worst that happens, is you stay where you are. You have nothing to lose. Now, what's more likely to happen? Somewhere in between. People saying, well, how about we meet you halfway? How about we phase up to those new rates over the course of the next 3 months? But you have very little to lose by having that conversation. Now, it's so important you do this regularly. I'd put a note, honestly, the best thing you can do is put a note in your diary, recurring every 6 months, increase prices, and just follow that advice. When it pops up, do it. It will make a massive difference to your bottom line.